Today, Victoria Cox pleaded not guilty during her arraignment.
It's the latest update in a tragic story that started in Laurentian. Our Mike McDaniel was the only reporter in the courtroom as it played out.
Victoria Cox stood before the judge wearing a brown jumpsuit with a chain around her waist, her hands shackled to them. And as the prosecution read out the 3 counts against her, she started wiping away tears from her face.
Ms. Cox is presumed innocent if and until the state proves otherwise.
Public defender Christopher Ruth stood next to his client, Victoria Cox, Tuesday morning as she pleaded not guilty in a Hinds County courtroom.
I can't talk about our defense strategy or what we will or won't do other than to say we're in the very early stages right now.
Cox was indicted on capital murder, kidnapping, and sexual battery charges in Mississippi, connected to last month's death and kidnapping case out of Tangipahoa Parish. Cox is accused of helping Daniel Callahan kidnap 2 young sisters after allegedly killing their mother, 35-year-old Callie Brunette in Laurentian. The girls, a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old, were brought to Jackson. That's where 4-year-old Erin Brunette was found dead in a wooded area. Her sister was found alive.
It's a murder charge. There's a lot involved in it. There's a lot that's already gone into it, and that means it's a lot that we have to digest as the defense and in order to adequately defend anyone, not just Ms. Cox.
Ruth says he's still waiting on prosecutors to hand over information to start building a case. Meanwhile, Callahan, who is back in Louisiana, faces a list of charges, including 2 counts of murder and kidnapping. He also pleaded not guilty, even though he made a confession to WWL Louisiana days after the crime.
I had no reason for what I did.
The capital murder charge against Cox is for the kidnapping and death of Erin Brunette. The kidnapping charge is for the abduction of her 6-year-old sister. The sexual battery charge is connected to alleged sexual acts committed against the 6-year-old. Ruth says it'll take time before everything plays out in a courtroom.
It's a lengthy process, and in this case in particular, there are multiple jurisdictions involved. It's a lot of moving parts that have got to be accounted for.
Cox is also facing murder and kidnapping charges back in Louisiana. She is expected to be booked into the Tangipahoa Parish jail, but as of Tuesday morning, the sheriff's office was uncertain on when exactly that would happen. Reporting from Jackson, Mike McDaniel, WWL Louisiana.